Hey, look at us. We're back and we are so incredibly busy, which is why we are meeting on Zoom because I miss your faces. Sammy Sam and Ed and Brittany.
I ain't doing that. I'm not doing
Do it.
no.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
There you go.
Whatever.
It's the best. Oh, here you go. Bam.
There you go. All right. Well,
There you go.
what have you guys been up to? How has your week been? Tell me all the details.
Do tell us, Samantha.
Well, it's been a lot going on. My daughter is with her dad. She'll be back later on. So it's just been like a lot of crazy stuff that's really been happening lately. Only because trying to transition my daughter now from a two-parent household to one, it has been really difficult. Like we've been separated for a while, but it feels like it just happened yesterday.
Yeah.
So I have my days where it's up and it's down.
No, but you know what? Are you or are you not enjoying a little bit of you time?
Oh, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. The thing is that it's hard for me to literally adjust. It takes me till if I drop her off Friday, Sunday is when I start feeling like really good about it because for some reason I feel like Saturday I'm still like, okay, what is she doing? Okay, is she okay? Did he lock the door? Did he I'm trying to let him be a dad, but the mom is still there.
Oh yeah, girl. I feel it. My girls are gone this weekend too, and I think for the first year that they went back and forth between the houses, I was like that too. Just recently, I'm like, oh wow, I have a Saturday where I can actually do whatever I want, and then you're like, oh, like yesterday, I went and got my hair done.
And it looks beautiful.
So excited!
Quick. Little fluff. You got to do this. Do that.
No, that I'm gonna mess it up, and I already adjusted it for the camera. Okay?
You already did her.
Oh wow!
This is an art. No, but you'll eventually not get used to it, but you'll see the positive side of it, which is, oh, I actually have time for myself now, and then it'll switch, but it'll take you a while to get there for sure.
Yeah.
It's
like baby steps here.
Yes.
What about you, Ed? I heard that you went to Vegas and your son turned 21. Happy birthday.
Yeah. I mean, I know I look like this, but I just had my son just turned 21. My daughter will be 25, January 22nd. So yeah, and then I got an 11-year-old. He turned 11 in June. So yeah, Vegas was something different,
Different good or different bad, or is it that same?
I mean, it was different in the sense to where I watched my son turn 21.
Yeah.
And to see him at 21 and then think about me when I was 21, it's like two different. I know it's 2025, you feel me? And I have a 21-year-old. Don't be trying to calculate my age neither. But just the simple fact of watching him turn up opposed to when I was 21 and turned up, totally two different things. Like
we were way crazier, huh?
Look, and it's like when I turned 21, it was the year 2000.
Okay. I was 10 years old.
So y'all really gonna do that right now? I understand this raw autism perspective, you feel me? And y'all being real raw.
I have ADHD, so I'm very blunt.
Hey, don't be trying to look, don't be trying to use that as no excuse.
That's not an excuse, it's an explanation, Ed.
That shit look that sound good.
Got a point.
And look, what they be saying on TikTok? Oh bullshit! Ain't that what they be saying? Ain't that what they say?
What are those words coming out of your mouth?
You speak. All you heard was "oh boy."
Oh my God.
No, but it was totally different. Like just even going to their room, you feel me? To look at their room and see how messy their room was. I get it. Y'all in Vegas, we turning up, but y'all not turning up. Y'all in the room.
Yeah.
Why y'all room so dirty? At least y'all can do is put y'all bags where they need to be. Then y'all worry about, oh well, I left this in the room. Oh, I left this in the room because y'all shit dirty. Excuse my French.
Well, you're a dad, so it's about
I,
having fun in
and,
Vegas. Nobody needs to
and,
be on patrol.
Well,
and so I wasn't.
nobody's
I
trying
look,
to clean them up
look.
for
I,
themselves.
I, I, I got up out of the room. I didn't want to be a Debbie Downer, so I left. I left out the room and I waited for them in the casino. And they finally came down. We went and we turned up. He enjoyed his day, and I'm happy for the boy.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
trying to see. I'm trying to see what else he got planned after turning 21. Hopefully we can see my son somewhere on the TV screen in 2026 because he's an actor slash model. So
That's good.
Amar Matthews. So make sure y'all looking out for Amar Matthews in 2026. So hopefully he get on this grind and do what he's supposed to do. But yeah, that was something different.
All right.
Went to the strip club.
Love it.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
we're gonna.
I'm not
You're
even
going off
smiling
on a
no more.
tangent now, Ed. All right. So,
Didn't know,
anyways,
didn't
Samantha,
know it was
Yes,
an
for
experience.
this
Britney.
week because we gotta cut Ed off real quick.
Didn't know it was. I wasn't gonna. I'm look. What y'all thinking ain't what happened.
Well,
Bye.
okay.
Because
Yeah.
Next.
look,
next
it was an
topic.
experience. It was an experience.
Anywho.
Oh my God.
Whatever.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about something that happened yesterday that actually made me feel really seen. And I think
Make
Sam
you feel
can,
really what?
seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I think Sam, you can actually speak onto this more. One of the things about having neurodivergence, so autism, ADHD, is that a lot of the times we can't go into certain places for our hair. The only reason I'm talking about this is because yesterday I got my hair done, as I said, and it was really loud in there. There was blow dryers going off. There was all these people talking, and I'm somebody who can self-soothe, so I don't really like noise unless I'm like intentionally trying to party and scream and be crazy. Otherwise, I really like quiet. And I caught myself actually closing my eyes like this and like just like taking deep breaths as all this chaos was going on. And you know what my hairdresser said? And I freaking love her for it. She goes,
What?
"Girl, are you overstimulated? Are you okay? Like, how are you
Oh, that's
doing?" And I
dope.
was just like, "Thank you for seeing me. I'm good. I'll be okay." But like, it made me feel really good. And it's so important, I feel like, for hairdressers to be aware of that. So her girlfriend also has ADHD. And so she understands that. And I'm just like, it reminded me of you, Sam, how you have like a special person who does your baby's hair. And she does it like at her comfort, at her level. And I don't know, I just think it's so important for parents to know like there are sources out there that can help you. And if you need that help or you feel like somebody's being rude or impatient, because I was starting to tell her all the things that I've been through being somebody who gets overstimulated. And she's like, "Yeah, I don't know why hairdressers are like that. You really need to find someone who can meet you at your level." And then I started apologizing for how much hair I have because that's another thing that people get frustrated with is how much hair I have or how long it is. And she's like, "Girl, why are you apologizing? You have hair. Like, you should be happy about that." And then she's just like really meticulously, one little area at a time, doing my hair. And I just like felt really happy about that. And I was like, wow,
Yeah.
there are people out there that give a flying F about
Yeah.
how comfortable you are in their chair. And I feel like there's a lot of people who are out there that don't know that. And so they'll avoid the hairdresser or they
Hmm.
won't take their children somewhere because they feel like, oh, my kid is too much because this one barber, this one time couldn't meet them at their level.
Right. No, I get you because that's like Lena's been going there since she was about like 2.5, almost 3.
Mhm.
So around the same time that she got diagnosed. So she's been, going to her for years, and I will never like. I live all the way out here in the high desert, and she lives in LA. So LA is already, my first home always. So me taking that hour and 40-minute drive just to get her hair done, that only takes about an hour to finish. Like, I will do that every time because her comfortability. There's a lot of people who ask me, like, why don't you get her closer out here? For what? She's comfortable. Why would I mess up a routine that's been there? Exactly. Like, why would I mess that up? She's been there for how many years?
Yeah.
So it's like she's already having a time of adjusting what's going on here at home. The last thing I'm going to do is reintroduce her to someone else to do her hair, and she's comfortable with her. She went from sitting in her lap, getting her hair done, and how you were saying overstimulated, there were a lot of things going on, but it was like once she seen how she was, she minimized everything. I'll turn on TV for you. If you want snacks, I'll get that for you. If you have your tablet, I'll make sure that stays open. It was like a rhythm of things. So now they have like this relationship where Elena walks in there and she's like, "Are you going to say hi? Are you going to give me a hug?" And then Elena's like, she wants to go to sleep. So she'll go on the couch and she'll get on the couch and wants to go to sleep. And she's like, "No, no, no. You know where you're supposed to go. Go sit in the chair." So it's like Elena has her routine. Elena knows like her personality and vice versa. And I just love the way that they mesh. So how you were saying like how she identified you being overstimulated, it's the same thing with Elena. She sees it. It's a lot of stuff she'll start doing that wasn't there before. And if Alina notices it and she feels uncomfortable, she'll take it away because she's trying to incorporate new things. She's like, "Okay, you can sit in the chair by yourself now. Okay, let's put a pillow behind you." Alina doesn't want a pillow. Alina just wants to be in the chair.
Just like, look, I know how to work you, okay? No, I love it. So how has she been handling how has that dynamic been for you guys, going from that double parent household to now single parent household, and how has that maybe affected your own routines? And yeah, because I know you've been going through that this last couple weeks. So of course, anything you want to share, but
yeah, because I'm like,
tips or advice or
I'm gonna pick and choose what I say because the next thing I will say is very important.
yes.
Because I would never put anyone down. So I'm trying to make sure I pick and choose my words very carefully. When it comes to this 2-parent household, in his eyes, it didn't have to be like this. In my eyes, it had to be like this. And I knew it was going to mess Alina up to a point where I have it on video that she called for him. Like, she was in my bed. She doesn't sleep in her bed. Let's get that clear. She doesn't sleep in her bed. She sleeps in my bed. So we were watching something and I was trying to go to sleep, and out of nowhere she started crying and she was like, "Dad, Dad." And I'm thinking in my head, are you saying that because that's the first thing that's coming to your mind? Or are you saying that because you're actually looking for him? So I noticed that out of everything that she watches on her tablet, to her YouTube, or whatever the case may be, nothing says dad like that at all because she likes to repeat a lot of videos. So I noticed, okay, you really want your dad. The crazy part is that I will say, because I want to be honest with everybody, we have 50-50 custody. Not because I wanted that. I did that because it was emotions involved, and the court was in my favor of doing full custody. This was back in 2018. I haven't went back to court since. Am I going back to court? Yeah. And it's not anything on him. Like me saying, "You're not doing this, you're not doing that," not being negative in that way. But when I say I'm trying to take care of a house, 5 dogs, training. My son is now 14. He's about to go to high school. My daughter is about to be in the 3rd grade. I'm just happy for all the movement.
You're starting a business.
Starting the business up.
Full-time.
And it's so much with also working too. And it's like I thought it was going to be something different, but going to court is not to bash him. It's to show that I'm doing more than 50-50. I'm doing about 99 of everything. Buying clothes does not take 50%. You seeing her every other weekend does not take 50%.
Good.
Did I want her? Like, when you have a child and you get pregnant and stuff like that? Yes, I asked God for her. I had complications during my pregnancy where I almost lost her. So trust and believe me that knowing what my daughter is going through and me going back to court, it's something that is like tearing me up inside because I have those days where I'm like, I don't even want to do that. I just want to stay focused on my kid. I just want to keep it going. But if something happens to me, I need her to be okay. And I need her to be with the people I know for a fact that's going to get her to her appointments, that's going to make sure she's there. Because I'm going to give you guys a little insight. When I kicked him out, it was because I begged him for a second job. I beg and I shouldn't have to beg. I shouldn't have to beg nobody. But he didn't want to do that. And when I kicked him out, it was more so like I'm thinking about myself. That's how he's thinking of it. Like I'm being selfish, like I'm being inconsiderate. But I'm also telling you that I have health issues. I'm telling you that there are things that I'm going through, complications.
You need a
You're
partner
not
that's going to
taking,
step up and meet
you're
you
not
where you're at.
right. So if
Yeah.
you're not doing that, in order for my blood pressure to go down, I need to remove you. Not because I don't want you here, but because my body can't handle you here. My mental can't handle you here. So if I have to drive, which I do all the time, to make sure she gets to where she needs to go to be with her dad, I'm going to do that. Do I take her to her medical appointments? Yes, down to the dental. Why? Because in your little calendar in your iPhone, when you invite someone, he declined it.
Oh gosh.
All of it. So when I say out there to everyone who's like a single parent, or even if you have a two-parent household, if your partner is next to you and they're saying, hey, I need help, and you know for sure that they don't ever really ask you for help, understand
Well,
that
it
they're
doesn't even
telling
matter if they
you.
don't ever ask you for help. The bare minimum is that if your partner needs help and support, you're there to help and support your
Right,
partner.
right.
That's bare minimum, too.
But if you know, like, because you know how I'm not gonna say all,
And left
some
the chat.
men,
Said, okay, I'm out.
some men do listen. They do analyze in their minds, like, wow, my wife has never really asked me, to do anything when it comes to this, or they never really specified their health issues with me. That because you have women who are private even with their partners because it's just too much.
Yeah.
So there's not every partner on this earth who's going to reveal everything that's going on with them to their significant other because they don't want the headache of even having to bear it, say it again, say it out loud. It's just too much.
But you got
So,
to. You got to.
exactly. And this is why I say about my village. And this is why you, Brittany, and Ed are included in my village because the 1 week out of the month that I have to go in for work, my child's father is not helping in that anymore. He made it very clear he's not helping in that area. I have Ed, and I'm bringing Ed into this now. I have Ed who is stepping up. So again, it's not to bash anyone. It's just to be like, hey, I have a child with autism. These are the things that I'm going through. Nothing is pretty over here. I don't care what you see behind me. I don't care what you see kind of clothes that I wear. I don't care. I'm struggling. And I will say that out loud. I'm struggling and it's hard, but I'm managing. So,
But you're doing the damn thing. But I think it is important that people do see that you do come off as a very successful woman. You've got a beautiful house, you've got your cars, you're working, you're starting a job. People think, oh my God, Sam's a superhero. But like, it doesn't matter. Like you said, it doesn't matter what you see. Yes, I'm making it work. Yes, I'm doing the damn thing. Yes, I'm showing up every day, but it's not without pure exhaustion. And
right,
it's important for other people to hear that because I feel like a lot of people they only see what you show them, right? Because you're not gonna
right.
air your dirty laundry to the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, they only see what you show them, and so they start to think, oh, well, she has it easy. And it's like, no, girl, we relate a lot more than you think we do. Trust me, this shit's hard. Even with like two parents in the household and having two kids and having to drive that part too. Because I'm doing the same thing you. I'm driving 5 hours twice a week or you know, every other weekend I gotta drive all the way to Barstow and gotta drive all the way back on Fridays and Sundays. And that's not with a child that has made, you know, that has autism. My daughter, she has ADHD and it's manageable, you know. So yeah, I kudos to you. You always have my respect.
Thank you.
I think you are such a strong and incredible, and I like so look up to you, dude. Like I freaking love you.
I look up to you too, and Ed as well. Tell me how you feel, Ed, about, you know, with, and I'll say this,
stepping
with
up, damn,
with all the respect in the time that we've known each other, like he's like he's everything. So it's like, how do you feel as a man, as a father, without going too far? How do you feel with watching a child for a whole week that has autism? Mind you, I'm coming back. It's not like he's gonna be there a whole week and I'm just MIA. No, it's like I go downhill Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. He's gonna be there making sure she gets on the bus, making sure she gets off the bus, taking her to her appointments, stuff like that. And luckily the appointment is literally like 3 minutes away from the house. So so how do you feel?
Yeah, Ed, how's that been?
I mean, y'all see, I had to put my glasses on, right? Because I be blind towards the bull stuff, so I had to put my glasses on so I could see clearly of the topic we talking about. You feel what I'm saying? And as a father, you feel me? Like I have 23 specialists, and if people don't understand what specialists is, those are specialty doctors that you have to see for different medical problems. And I have 23 of them. So as a father, no matter what I do in life, my health is priority so I can be here for my kids.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people may be like, well, uh, what about, you know, the time you spend with them? I got on the bus and train to see my kids. My daughter was having a prom. I got out of the hospital, still leaking blood out of me. Made 3 pans of enchiladas and got on the train and bus to her prom. Still blood leaking out of me. So when it comes to being a father, when it comes to being a parent, raising a daughter, it's different than when you have a son because you a man yourself. So you got to guide her and make her understand and show her safety when she out here in this world as she get older, because this world is cruel. And then being an African American woman with a quote unquote disorder, disability, that's like you against the world. Mm-hmm. One, you African American. One, you have a disability, and two, don't nobody want to see you anyway. So then, as a father, you gotta, no matter what you go through with the mother, still be there for your child.
That's right.
Because the relationship with the mother ain't got nothing to do with the relationship with your child.
No.
I'm not saying I'm sitting here saying I got the best relationship with my kids, mama, but we got a relationship where we cordial, we laugh and giggle and make sure the kids is good.
Yeah, I don't even really talk to mine, and still is there.
Like it don't have, like, a lot of these dudes out here. I just want to say this to the fellas, and it's no disrespect to y'all, but y'all are women. It's only so much y'all can do as a parent. Mm-hmm. Me being raised by a single mother, I had to be a grown man at the age of 11 when my mama was married to a crackhead, and I got an older brother who was 2 years older than me. So that means when I was 11, he was 13. And I still had to take the responsibility of being the man of the house at 11. Mm-hmm. My mama was married, but she still was a single mother in a marriage. Mm-hmm. So just because you got two parents in a household don't mean people are parenting. And just because a man and a woman live in a household don't mean they both are parenting. I have a friend that's been a school counselor for the past 3 years, and all she do is deal with parents that's not fucking parenting. Excuse my French. But y'all parents out here gotta be real parents. Stop sending y'all kids to sporting activities. Stop sending y'all kids to school thinking that the kid in the sporting activities or whatever activities y'all allow them to do is parenting your kids.
No.
Stop allowing everybody else to parent when you the parent.
Yeah.
I've been coaching. I just retired this year. God, thank you for 30 plus years of coaching. I've coached every type of kid you could think about. And I'm going to take it all the way back to where I used to have seizures. I was epileptic for 8 years. I used to ride the little yellow school bus everybody talk about. Until my mama looked at me and looked at the kids on the bus and she was like, I understand you have a disorder, but this is not for you. This is not for you when you have a village of people that live here that can watch over you as you go to school. So she made sure, she told my aunties, she told my uncle, and she told my cousins, y'all all walk to school together and make sure he get to school and make sure he get back home from school. But that's the era I grew up in. You feel? I'm a 79 baby.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? This was the 80s where you didn't have computers and cell phones and iPads and all this other quote unquote technology that's supposed to be advancing the world, but you got kids that can't even read on, you got a 12th grader that's reading on the effing 4th grade level. But hey, technology is advancing, right? But kids ain't learning nothing. Kids ain't learning nothing. Why your child in the 4th grade and don't know the address to the home they live in? Why your son is a junior in
depending on their cognitive level.
A junior in high school.
But in general, I hear what you're saying.
A junior in high school. A senior, a junior in high school, a freshman in college don't even know how to sign their name.
Well, you got people that don't take the time to get them ready like that.
But new technology, right? New technology. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk about new technology. Stop yet using technology to raise your child.
But how do you feel though? But how do you feel you being a man? Let's take it here. You being a man with a little girl that is 8 years old and has autism and elopes. Like there ain't no tomorrow. How do you feel that? I understand you have medical issues, which makes this even harder because it's like you have to put your health to the side to make sure her health and her way, is successful for a week.
You do. So as a parent as a male parent, a man, a father, a dad to a young girl, 8 years old with autism growing up in a cruel world, you better be there. You better be present. No sometimey. I hate sometimey shit. Like, be there. Be present. Agree. Whatever you agreed on with the mother, stay on that agreement. Stand 10 toes down. Everybody be on, I stand on business. I stand on business. Stay on business on that 50%.
But do you feel this is not about 50%?
No, I'm talking about just parenting in general. Like,
but
I'm asking you with an 8-year-old. Me personally, if I have a daughter who is 8 years old, who is autistic.
No, how are you currently handling helping Samantha? We want to hear your perspective on how you're currently helping Samantha with your own health
that's
issues.
The question.
Yes.
So that's the question. How am I able to help her with? Hey, y'all got me I'm a father, and y'all got me in an emotional moment right now because I got a 24-year-old daughter.
Okay, so let's.
So don't be asking me no emotional questions. Then, anywho, for me it is because I'm a man and I hate the fact that that's even happening right now. But anywho, I'm gonna push my emotion to the side and re-ask the question, please.
How do you feel about taking care of a child with autism for a week? Meaning, like, do you feel like, I won't say uncomfortable because you know Lena pretty well, and you guys have an awesome relationship. So it's like for that, knowing that yes, you have to take her to therapy. Yes, you have to make sure she gets on and off the bus and things like that. How do you feel about doing that?
I don't feel like anything. I feel like that's just me. That's just what I do. Like I've been a coach for over 30 years. So kids, I love the kids. So anything I can do to help a child get to where they need to go and do whatever they need to do is what I'm going to do. And then in this situation, you need to help. I got the time. Why not help?
Yeah. And do
But
you feel as though
I
like it's
love it.
too, do you feel like at times it may become too much? Because you haven't started yet, but you've watched Lena for like a few hours before. So like, do you feel like it'll probably become like a little bit overwhelming? Because Jalon, which is my son, of course he's gonna be like, oh, I can help you and things like that. So
Look, at the end
I
of the
love
day,
him.
look, let me tell y'all something about, at the end of the day, I'm a dad. You feel what I'm saying? And I love the kids. One thing about me, I love your kids. You feel what I'm saying? And even when I'm coaching, I always tell parents and I tell the kids, I'm going to treat your child just like how I would treat my child. I'm not going to treat your child no different than I would treat mine, regardless of the quote unquote disorder or disability. But that don't mean nothing about how you treat a child or how you treat a person in general. She 8. Let her be 8. You feel what I'm saying? She gonna play and do what she do, and she gonna eat and do what she do, and that's it. That's all. You feel what I'm saying? We gonna hang out,
that's
and I'm
it.
gonna rest.
Because no, it's really been something trying to, what a lot of the parents that I see, there's a lot of issues where we try to find the perfect babysitter, the
Ain't nothing perfect.
perfect care. Exactly. But in our mind, you could say that to me, but in my mind, I don't care. I need to find the perfect one that's close to perfect. Like that I will make sure like I don't have to reach out to you every second to figure out what's going on with my daughter. Is she okay? Is this, I don't have to look on my cameras to figure out, did she leave or run the house? Like, did she leave out of the house? Stuff like that. So it's like, even though you're helping for this week, it will never go unnoticed because this week is coming up. And it's just like for me as a parent, I'm already thinking about the next month that I have to go in. I'm already thinking about how is that going to be, because I'm going to tell you guys something very true that happened and you guys already know, but they don't know. I felt disgusted within myself that I had to pull my daughter out of school for a whole week because her dad made it very clear he was not helping. And I'm going to tell you how clear he made it and quickly how he did it. My sister was helping me, my sister Renee. She's not here today because my nephew is having surgery tomorrow. So it's a lot going on to where she was actually texting for me. She would call, text from her phone and things like that. And she said, hey, Sam's going, in for the week out of the month. We need your help. What can you do? Can you come up here? You can stay at my house. You can stay at Sam's house. If you don't have the money for the gas, we'll give it to you. Just trying to make it work, not for him, for her, because it's an inconvenience for Elena. Elena still gets therapy at school, OT and speech. He made it very clear, no. He has things that he's trying to do, get a place for him so that way Elena could come over, the whole 9 yard, right? My thing is like this. Again, I would never talk down on him because when she's with him, he takes great care of her. But she sees him twice out of the month. So if you say that out loud, it's like, and holidays, I'll force it. I'll force her to be with him because there's no heckin' way I'm about to be here working. And then you're still enjoying this time, and I'm hearing stuff in the background. It's getting chaotic at work because my daughter. I'll stop everything for Elena and Jelon. But when you make it so hard to where I have to pull her out, drop her off Monday morning, or this how it went last time. I dropped her off Friday, picked her up Tuesday early so she can go to OT therapy, came back all the way up from where he is. We're like 45 minutes out from each other.
Which is not far at all.
Not far at all.
For him,
So
it means to make more visits.
Exactly. So when I went to work, he had her Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Tuesday afternoon, I got off of work early, got her, went back up the hill just in time for her appointment, dropped her off Wednesday morning.
I'm trying really hard to be nice right now.
Wednesday morning, I have to clock in at 8. I had to drop her off where she had to go to him and then go to work and then pick her up Wednesday evening when I got off of work because I'm taking off Thursday because she has an earlier appointment for speech that she's been on the waiting list for 2.5 years. And finally, it got approved. Do you think I'm not going to do everything in my power to make sure that this stays regulated? So when I take off, because I have FMLA now for her, make sure y'all get that too. We'll talk about that in another episode, but make sure you guys get FMLA, especially if your job is tripping. And then once I took off the Thursday, brought her back down Friday morning to her dad, and then went to work, picked her up Friday evening after I got off. And that was that for that week. When I tell you how disgusting I felt, because I literally said to myself, you pulled her out of school for a whole week. Like, me and God were having this back and forth conversation. You made it so beneficial for him that he didn't have to do anything. But yet, people will tell you a story of how they view me, and I could tell you a story of how I view him. But is it gonna make her situation any better? No, it's not. By far. I would never, ever do that again because it messed up her routine. It messed up her attitude. When I say this household was upside down, I had like 2 weeks worth of laundry that I was backed up on. And then I finally got that done today. Mind you, I'm going into work this coming up week. So imagine my mind is like,
You wanna wash my clothes too?
No, shut your mouth. You better offer to go over there and help her.
You wanna wash it?
Damn,
You wanna
man,
wash
that's what
and
you got
move?
from all that.
You wanna wash and move? Let
So
me
you're
find
doing laundry,
out.
okay.
You in a wash and move? Let me find out. Hey, Brittany, I'm on the same page as you. I'm trying to be nice too. You understand me? Yeah, you
We're both
understand
biting
me?
our tongues right now.
Especially when you got the means to do it.
Oh, that part.
You feel me? I could see if you didn't have the means to do it, that's something different.
Well, so
Like I
there's two
told you
different.
earlier, I got on the train and bus.
Yeah, there's two different types of parents though. There's the parents that are gonna move heaven and earth to be where they need to be and get where they need to get and do what they need to do
Look,
for their kids. Yes,
for
I
all
work
y'all
full
out
time.
there, not to cut you off, Brittany, for all y'all out there, it's a bus called the VVTA 15. It goes from Barstow to Fontana. So if y'all out there in the Inland Empire, San Bernardino County, and you trying to see your kids or need to see your kids and stay in the Barstow, San Bernardino areas or Riverside areas, or even LA, you can get to Barstow. If you in LA and you need to get to Barstow, you can get there. You in Barstow need to get anywhere else, you can get there. VVTA 15. It's $325 for disabled and it's $625 for regular adults.
he didn't give you the price tag.
And another thing, Flicks and Greyhound goes to Barstow and Victorville. There's no excuse on why you cannot see your kids. And fellas, don't be afraid to go to court. Don't be afraid to go to court.
And
Don't
I'm
be
saying
afraid to go to
that
court.
I'm saying that because I expect him to be there. I want to
Ladies,
see, but see, this is the thing. I would never, no matter what our relationship status is, of us not being together, whatever the case is, just like Brittany, she's not with her child's father, things like that.
yeah,
We do not take, like, me going to court, her going to court is not like we want to keep our child from the father at all whatsoever. My thing is that if, and I'm speaking for her too, because this is my best friend. So I know for a fact this is where she's coming from. If something was to happen to her, she wants to make sure that her kids are taken care of without a shadow of a doubt, no matter what. As a mother, as a father, whether you're taking care of your child wholehandedly by yourself, you have this thing in your mind that nobody can take care of your child like you.
Like you. Yeah.
So if something happens to me, and this is not bashing him, this is just my comfortability and what I feel, and me as a woman doing everything that I've been doing, going into all the therapies like she's been going to, doing everything that she has to do for her kids. Do you think I'm going to let a man fully take care of his daughter, even though he should, even though he should? But do you think I'm going to let that happen? No, I'm not. Because if you weren't there doing everything when I was alive, so you're going to do it because I'm gone? No. No, it needs to start before I'm gone. So I'm going to make sure that there are people in place for her. Not saying that you can't see your daughter, not saying you can't, work out a 50-50 issue with them or whatever. But for me to have sole custody, I need to be able to make sure that my daughter is straight when she does not have me anymore, because this is going to go beyond 18. Just like her girls, when her girls turn 18, they're what? Adults in the legal system. In my end, my daughter is not going to be considered an adult. I have to go back to court when she turns 18 to still get custody even after you turn 18, because she's not able to do anything herself. So again, do you think I'm going to let someone, whether that's her dad biologically, do you think I'm going to let someone just come in and mess up her routine of what she has going on that's already set up with someone else that I have in line after me? No. Is this to say that he's a horrible person? No. What I feel about him personally has nothing to do with my daughter. But what I notice as a responsibility issue, yes. So people could take it as women being bitter. Oh, she just doesn't want this. You could say all that. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that I have to uproot my child and change her schedule to make yo ass comfortable. That's what pisses me off. That's what's not going to happen. So people could take it as how they want and say, oh, women do this, women do that. Give me the daddy facts. Like how they say Carfax, give me the daddy facts, because I'm going to tell you what the hell he do and don't do. And you can be mad or you can be cool about it. Either way, there's daddy facts.
I say that for the women too, who dealing with fathers that's not letting them see their kids. You feel what I'm saying? It's women out here that's dealing with the same thing with a man who got custody of the kids. Mm-hmm. Ladies, don't be afraid to go to court. Fellas, don't be afraid to go to court, because at the end of the day, what a lot of people don't know, I'm gonna school y'all real quick. When you're in a relationship, don't neither one of y'all, even when you married, don't neither one of y'all have custody of the child. In the state of California, in a relationship, if you don't go file custody, don't neither one of y'all have custody of the child.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. I knew that too. Yep.
So make sure, regardless if your child live with you or not, go file custody. Wow. Even if you are a single parent, the parent can come out of nowhere and file custody and take your child from you because you didn't go file.
Yeah.
So make sure y'all got your paperwork. Because I got all my papers.
Yeah, and there are free lawyers out there.
Yes, you can do it yourself.
Lawyer, you do legal aid. Yes, you can do it yourself, but
y'all can hit me, email me, DM me. Hey, I'm like a guideline to a whole lot of stuff, as you can say, the plug. But anywho,
go ahead, Britney.
It just wants to talk over me today.
Nah, Britt, I'm gonna let you take the floor. Britt, go ahead, Britt.
I'll just shut down. I'll just be like, okay, I'll be quiet.
Nah, Britt, go ahead. I just was giving that little info out there,
No, I'm teasing you. You're good.
fine
No,
print.
but
You feel me?
yeah, a lot of people though, they don't think that they can afford a lawyer or they don't feel like it's worth their time, but you can afford a lawyer. They have legal aid. If you make under a certain amount per month, they do have that option. And then if you don't quite qualify for legal aid, I know at least in Riverside and in Vegas too, they also have like lawyers that will do classes. They'll answer questions for you for an hour. There's all kinds of resources and self-help, all kinds of self-help. You read a little bit and you'll be able to get to it. All the forms that you need, you can download them online. Like there's really so much out there. It's just all about you actually getting off your butt to do it. I know a girl in one case, her ex was very abusive and she just gave up, didn't feel like she had an option, and now he has half custody of the baby because she didn't feel like she could do anything about it, even though she was told that she could. So yeah, it's hard. It's really hard out here being one. It's hard to be a single parent. You know, I've been very blessed that I haven't been one. I got married very quickly after my last divorce, and so I've had someone to lean on, but it's hard. It's so hard, and I can only imagine what you go through, Samantha, having to do it all on your own and just I was a sole provider of this family for a couple of years, but I've always had that mental support. You know what I mean? And I've always had you, Sam, and I know you have me to call, but I know it's also different than having somebody who's right there by your side, which is also why whenever she introduces me to people, I have to look them up and down because I'm like, they're not good enough for my friend because I know what she needs.
Thank you. And you know what's even crazier is that I want to like, you know how people say like, oh, go get your checkups, you know, things like that to your, you know, your doctor and stuff like that. I literally have went around it. Like I'll go get my blood testing for, you know, everything else, make sure all that is in order, but I will not go sit down with the doctor because mentally I'm not ready. Because I know my shit is through the roof.
I know. But you
Like
need to take care of
it's
yourself.
bad.
Yeah,
No, I get that. And I'm in therapy.
yeah, no, I know
But
you
it's like for somebody to tell you something
are.
that you already know. Because what's the point? To get my blood pressure, like, excuse me, to get my blood pressure in a frenzy where you tell me like, oh, you know, it's higher than what it's supposed to be, things like that, or you know, you need to cut out certain eating or anything like that. What's crazy is that I barely eat, and it's not on purpose. It's like I literally notice I will go to bed and be like, hey, I didn't eat today. Okay, maybe I need to throw something in my system, and it'll literally be like a bag of chips, and I'll go to sleep. But this is what I avoid because it's like, you know, how you go to the dentist and you know you need work done, so they shoot you in the mouth and stuff, but you're like, I don't want to deal with that. So you avoid it. That's what I'm doing. I just don't want to hear the words of, hey, your health is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. What's going on? Because I've said this to people. I said it to you. I said it to Ed. And yes, you guys care. But the one person that I need to care, not for me, but for my child, is not getting it. It's like it doesn't matter how you simplify it, he don't get it. He don't want to get it. I'll say it that way. So when I seen all these women, how I was saying earlier, this universe was like coming around where a lot of women that has kids with autism literally broke down to where it got on the shade room on social media, and it's like this huge platform, and this lady was literally crying for help without saying that she needed help, and she was just saying like, I'm over this. She was like, I'm tired. I don't have no help. I don't have this. I don't have that. And then you have people in the comment section who are like, oh, well, you should have picked a better baby daddy. Oh, you should have did
because
this.
we could predict the future. Sorry.
Right. No, on some real because you don't when you're dating, you don't
having
know.
kids with him.
Like you don't know. Like
Do you
you
not
don't
believe
know
in
that this person
gaslighting
is
and
gonna be
narcissism?
like that.
Sorry.
Look, I say social. social media to me is the devil.
No, it could be
Because
the devil. It could be the
so
devil,
many,
Ed, but on
It could
some
be a
real
really
stuff,
toxic,
no.
poisonous place. But
on
hey,
some real stuff,
the
no.
devil got some good. The devil got some good to him because you got to remember he was one of God's favorite angels. So it's some good to the devil, but that's to persuade you from what God is trying to show you. You feel what I'm saying? Like I like social media too for different things of promoting. You feel me? Like us promoting Raw Autism Perspective. You feel me? Great. Use social media to promote us, but social media has took the First Amendment to the extreme. Because now with social media, everybody use their First Amendment to talk so much stuff that they wouldn't tell you in your face.
No.
sorry, I almost got distracted. I was gonna tell you something. Did you guys see the one video where like this guy was talking crap about this girl and she showed up at his house and she was like, your actions have consequences. And then she's like told his wife that he was cheating on her because she like did a full background.
Oh my God, no.
Social media. Social
Like, be
media.
careful what you comment.
Social media.
But I will say this, how you said social media is the devil, it is in a lot of ways. But then at the same time too, it has become a platform for DV people. It has become a platform for people that
Social
has
media saved my
basically
life.
exactly. So it's just like a lot of things that has happened to people that there are more that basically are more, how do you say? That just needs to be talked about, and
I
we'll
think
talk about
social
it.
media though should be 18 and over. Like my daughters don't have social media accounts and they won't until they're 18.
So you know what? With that being said, and how you were talking about until they're 18, I totally agree. And right now, we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
And on our next episode, we're definitely going to be talking about social media and the pros and the cons of how it can help us and how it could mess us up altogether. So until next time, I'm Samantha.
I'm Britney.
And y'all know who it is. It's Ed.
And this is Perfectly Puzzled / Raw Autism Perspective podcast. Have a good day.